It's Japan in red serving, Brazil in the gold-green receiving. It's the last match, day 5, week 3 of the Women's Volleyball Nations League. Before we have the finals in Łódź in a couple of weeks' time, it's an instant side-out for Brazil. And Gianno go back to the serving line. Plays her volleyball in Europe to Heather Yolari. Nice pass. And Wada goes block out. Jose Maria is thinking, I got her. Oh, no, I didn't.
This will be the battle. Japan are not going to be able to overpower the Brazilian block, but they need to be able to work smart with the Brazilian block.
And one of the reasons why Jose Maria started for this one, she's been playing the last few seasons in the SV League in Japan. She knows these players oh so well. Even Ishikawa, because she played against her in Italy for a little bit, but a team and players that she's had the better of for most of the season actually in the SV League. So they're just that little bit, isn't it? A little bit of like, oh, they've got Jose Maria playing. Might be that psychological advantage for Brazil as Jose Maria gets ready to serve. Nice block, very good block.
From guess who? Julia, who basically seems to be where, oh, it's Bergman. Julia was there, but it's a fantastic physicality on the block from Brazil.
That's a good touch from Julia. Ooh, that's a good touch from Gabby. That's a good touch from Ishikawa. Good touches everywhere, but who's going to get this point? It's going to be Japan. Yoshino Sato, what a swing.
It's the first swing for Yoshino Sato tonight, and I think she's going to be asked to do this another 20, perhaps 30 more times. Find her way past the big Brazilian block and to score.
It's a decent enough pass, and Bergman straight into the action there. Trying to get Bergman out of the pass, aren't they, at the moment, Brazil?
She's the weakest receiver of the group, and by making her area small, it also makes the opponents, in this case Japan, take a little bit more risk to try and hit her.
Here comes Bergman. Good up back from Gabby, just stood right in the perfect spot for that. Oh, good angle. It was kept in play briefly, no one could get the second touch. This is a great start from Brazil.
Looks a lot more like the Brazil we expected to see at the start of the week. Things are looking fast and aggressive and connected.
That'll do.
Nomura uses tempo to her advantage. She doesn't need to be bouncing every ball. Just get the speed where she can be past the block and really challenge the defense.
Here comes Wada. That's a let-off for Brazil.
Wada is one of the few Japanese servers who can really bring high heat and some strong service, but she's the one who can nudge 100 kilometers an hour with her serve.
That really needs to go the other way off of the block for Japan. And Shimamura, rare error, and it's 7-3 Brazil. They haven't really brought much to the serving pressure that we've been expecting, or we've been seeing rather, from Japan. It just hasn't materialized yet, has it?
And the scoring has not been there. Really only a couple of attacks where they've been able to get past the block.
That's better. Shimamura going after Gabby's hands.
The change up. The last swing was cross-court now, having a feeling for where the block is. Or not even aiming for the court on that one.
As you can see, Gabby just made her block a little less disciplined. Good serve, nice pass. Jose Maria, no good. Trouble. You don't get 2 points for hitting it hard. You got to hit it smart.
Shimomura has already made some really good adjustments to what she's trying to do on attack. Again, finds the right part of the block where Brazil cannot control the ball.
That's not going to make it. But a good comeback now. Japan seem to be back in this set, only 2 behind. Roberta back to the serving line. Got a starting place in the game against Poland, has kept hold of it. Keeping Macariz to the bench for the moment, number 3 for Brazil. Oh, well played. You're going to have to tip higher than that to get over Chiana. Good at Marcella. Gabby, that's a wicked spin on it, but it was okay. Yoshino Sato deals with it. Another chance for Ishikawa, but Gabby equal to it. Better chance maybe for Japan. Ishikawa, no, the block is just perfect. Gianna and Jose Maria say, that is not coming over here again.
Ishikawa has to jump into the ball on the last action, takes away some of the height, and instead of working the fingers and hands, the ball down into the strong part of the block.
Good dig.
10-6.
Timeout, Japan.
We expect, but in aggressive way. In general, when Wada is at right side, front or second line, they open you a little bit line, okay? And middle goes a little bit early to your side. Okay, let's make sure that we open the game as much as we can. Second thing, Gabi, all the rotation as we expect. Push, cross, aggressive, just soft touch. Serve pressure, serve pressure.
No change for the win predictor at the moment.
And at this juncture, both teams have had 11 attacks. Both teams have scored from those attacks 5 times. But Japan at just 27% efficiency.
It's not good. That's not good either. Iwasawa aced. And Brazil back in front with that serve from Roberta. Oh dear, oh my days, have you ever seen anything like that?
No, not from a Japanese team where reception is normally so organized and structured.
Ryder gets the side out. But Japan, after getting themselves right back in this set, have let it slip again. He is really playing well at the moment. That's going to land in. Her footwork's great. She's easily taken that off of Bergman. Chiana over the top of the block. Irie's got some work to do actually today to be able to stop and try and deal with Chiana. Not happening at the moment. Wada's excellent, isn't she? Technically.
Really compact and consistent swing, but to come back to the point about Irie, there's going to be a couple of moments where she has to choose to commit because she's just not physical enough to read against either of the Brazilian middles.
It's a good touch. Seki read it really well. Oh, it must have clipped the block on the way through. Yoshino Sato had to play it. For those of you that you know, looking at technique, wondering how Wada can hit the ball so hard, just watch her approach, watch her hips, how they start, and they are the first thing to move, then her shoulder follows through, and then her hips follow round again at the end, and she always ends up facing, she's not sideways on, but her bottom half of her body is sideways on.
It's the kinetic chain that starts from the feet and the placement of the feet, the energy pushing back off the floor, how you transfer that into power at the top end.
An error from Wada. She seems to be a much more comfortable player over on the right-hand side of the court with that technique. That's nice. Irie up, Miles. And that's a challenge as well, mind for Julia and Chiana, is if Irie's not stopping them, they've got to be able to stop her.
It's the short distance play with Ishikawa behind. Bergman has to leave early to protect her responsibilities against Ishikawa.
Just got hips behind on that one. Shoulders way in front for Ishikawa. Lost a load of height. Well played.
Seki gets a really good quick look at where Julia is, understands where the space is, where her options are. Can't see any blockers. Julia's in front of her. She knows she has space.
Good up by Seki. Good chance here for Brazil. Taken. There was a World Cup. I was here in Japan and went to the airport after the World Cup had finished, sat in the airport, and it was the first time I ever met the assistant coach for Brazil, because I had a pair of Brazil shorts on that I'd bought when I'd been in Brazil. And he came up to me and said, "Oh, Brazil shorts." We started chatting, and it was a fascinating discussion. This was probably, I think, 2015, talking about Brazilian volleyball style of play. Always going to be gritty, gutsy, always going to fight. That's never changed. The problem he said that they had back then was they didn't have the physicality of the European teams of Europe. That is something that has always been on their mind. Look at this team now. This team has that physicality.
You look at all Brazilian teams, male or female, they're big, they're strong, they're powerful, they work really hard. Time out Japan.
So about the pets, they push the serve. We don't make any more flying, okay? Just focus on your position first. They open line, especially for left side, but it's very small. So you can go cross your feet. Cross line. Nice, okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Well, the timeout is all about finding better solutions for Japan and giving useful information for the players to help make some decisions, because it really is just scoring for Japan. They're going to defend, they're going to serve pretty well, they're going to give themselves opportunities. You've still got to beat the block and defense on the other side of the net.
That's not made it, and that's the presence of that block, isn't it? If you're not playing with it, you're not trying to get off hands and away, to get past it and find the court's really difficult.
And at some point for the players, they feel like they have to do something amazing to get past the block, and they start trying for more and more.
Good aggressive serve from Bergman. It's not quite made it, but there's a lot of pace coming from these serves from Brazil. Got a change coming. Wada out. And coming in the place is Kitamura Ayani. And Tsukasa also coming on. She's coming on to serve. Tsukasa, number 22. Not quite. Some serious strapping on Tsugasa's thigh. Must have a slight strain. That's more like it. Lots of pace on that slide behind.
The aggression in the set as well, it's just thrown out. It's enough dip where it gets into the window at the last second for Julia, leading the hitter to the most vulnerable part of the block, or the space beside the block.
Good work from Yoshino. Double change for Japan to keep 3 attackers in the front row. Good touch. I'll play Gabby. She can't get out for a swing, but Bergman can. That's a lovely pickup. Quite tight, this one. Great set. Great pickup. Still the rally continues, but it's going to be down ball here for Brazil. Now a bit of pace for Gabby, and she makes sure of it. 21-13, what an opening set for Brazil.
Wonderful patience by Brazil there, having to recover a couple of balls. Japan have gone into a little bit of an error minimization mode. And Brazil stay aggressive, reaping the benefits on the scoreboard.
Rotation 6, and they're dragging the opposite back into pass here, Akimoto. So it's quite a tricky rotation when you're doing that, and the setter's not up in the front line. But they've got off it. Shimamura, job done. She's out. And Fukuzawa is on to serve. So loads of substitutions coming at the moment for Japan. They'll be up to 6 pretty quickly because these will all switch out pretty soon. So that'll be their subs all done for the set. Has hit the floor. Good serve. Fukuzawa gets the ace. Gets the overpass. Gets the break point. Next best thing to an ace, that. And Brazil call the timeout.
É isso que você tem que entender, as levantadoras tenta levantar porque ela vai invadir. Se eu não tento tocar, só deixo. Vambora. Bola alta. Ataque, vambora! Vamos aqui, eu falei no tempo de ataque, vamos tentar combinar alguma coisa, uma cezinha, alguma coisa mais da cozinha, vai funcionar.
Even at 21-15, Brazil are not happy with being
anything.
Anything. They're not happy with being medium at anything. They want to be excellent at everything all the time.
It still amazes me that even then, Guimaraes is still telling players how to block, get across, get as close to the ball as possible, stop going up. It seems to me that the age-old thing, isn't it, that players have got the memories of goldfish and can't remember to do that. Fukuzawa. Did Gabby get some fingers? Yes, she did.
She has gone the full wind-up and sent this one.
But you still don't know where it's going to go until she actually hits it. Here she comes on the serve, Gabby, a little bit more. In fact, that's probably the only time her hand's in the air before she hits the ball. Oh, pick up from Huberta. Bergman just over the top. There is no stopping that. This is a powerful display from Brazil in this opening set.
At the start of this week, Bergman looked a little bit hesitant that the rhythm wasn't there for approach. No doubt right now, such a physical player.
The changes being rung. And all 6 substitutions now used by Japan. All 2 timeouts now used by Japan. Well played. Jose Maria brings up set point. They have not allowed Japan to play. Gianna lapse in concentration. Ishikawa with the serve. Not going to make it. Gabby's commanding that passing group at the moment, taking everything. And that's TV. Away we go with set number 2. Brazil serving. They lead 1-0. Nice from Wada.
Great speed. Seki getting the ball out really fast, giving Wada the opportunity to take on the seam in the block. Gianna not being able to have an effective block.
Irie going after Bergman, but that'll do. High to the middle, a couple of options, but not a big swing from Jose Maria. That could be costly. Oh, it's okay. Bergman to the rescue.
Sato was a little bit safe on the push. Bergman still in system. As the long approach brings all the momentum.
Lovely speed from Shimamura.
Once more, it's the shift towards position 2. Seki is moving backwards. Bergman has to respect that Wada is still there for the fast ball behind. Gianna can't leave early because then the ball goes forward. She can't do anything about it.
Breakpoint opportunity for Japan. Might be better if Wada had a swing on that. Thought it was going to her. Another chance for Japan. Good up from Gabby. And Bergman, for once, doesn't find any hands. And Japan lead 3-1.
The set has to be a little bit closer to the net. Let's let Bergman swing down into the court. She wants to hit that ball hard, but she can't get high enough and get the angle that she wants.
Nada from Wada with that serve. Good up. Bergman went too early.
It's the variation that happens with Wada back row, that there's not necessarily a fixed position for Bergman then. She's thinking about where Wada is going on her approach, where she needs to start, and then her secondary choice against the first tempo.
Oh, ow! Oh, that's going to hurt. It was sour. That's bounced right up into her face. Hopefully she's going to be okay. Yeah, she's all right. Can be dangerous when that happens. You catch it like that. That's a good touch. And that is a great throw. Volley from Roberta. Setter's prerogative, right?
Setters seem to get a little bit of leeway on these ones. The hand comes straight through.
Maybe we should call that a trolley from the setters then.
They can start calling it that. Much better from Japan on attack in this set. They seem to have found where they want to be playing the angles. A lot more right side and then the fast ball out to position 4. Not relying just on Ishikawa and Sato to score.
Shimamura. It's an easy one for Gabby. And that was well played. It was probably a little too tight for Bergman for what she wanted to have a full on swing, but she's able just to stop on contact and almost serve it over.
As a setter, the error is to error onto net rather than off. Bergman still has the ball in front. She can still do something, and she does.
5-all. Marcella made like she was going to go after it, but no one was going to get it. Everyone stopped the minute the libero moved. But the libero was still moving backwards as the ball was being played. That's a great touch. Gabby just delivers.
This ball has been punished by Gabby. Fantastic opportunity for Japan created by their defense. That is heavy and it's such a tough angle.
Good dig, Jose Maria. Very much used to this style of play, the speed of play. Gabby not so. That was a swing before she could finish the block.
Good variation in offensive distribution from Japan. A lot more right side in this set, giving Brazil a very different look.
That might well have been an ace. Had that not clipped the net. Bergman was struggling. But it doesn't matter because Brazil take that point, level up at 7-7. Ace serve for Brazil. Advantage to them now.
Ishikawa does a little bit too much on this reception.
Yeah, you don't really want to be pinching the ball off of your libero. They're your best passer.
And then you're not available to run the pipe.
Nowhere for Wada to go. Chiana adds to her blocking tally.
This is the ball that has to go long. Force the Brazilian middle to take the longer journey. They have to get their timing and positioning right against the long ball. Short ball, it's a very easy timing play.
Oh, that's a monster block!
Whatever I just said, forget it.
Well, I forgot it already. I got the memory of a goldfish.
I said set the long ball and force the middles to make an extra journey, but
yeah,
didn't work out any better.
Well, that's because Gianna caught the bullet train. She was there.
Timeout, Japan.
So, Mayu, if you don't catch, if the ball comes here, you make sure that you go approach it. Okay, so now they start to move with middle earlier. So one step middle, then they try their best to see past left and right side, okay? So wherever you would like to play with corners, keep the middle far corner. Okay, now you don't press like this.
So So what we keep our eyes on after this timeout for Japan, wherever their middle is going, the ball is going to go the distance away from that middle if the idea is to set the outside hitter. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if the middle is called to be something far away from the setter in front, the idea is to create space for the ball behind. Any other time when the middle comes close to the setter, it's generally to go the other direction from wherever they're setting the ball.
That makes perfect sense. Alberto then with the serve. Good up. Yep, flinging out there, no double touches anymore unless she's sending it over the net on a double. Whoops, Seki's in the fans.
That's why they pay the extra bit for the courtside seats. You get to meet your heroes. The difference in attack from Yoshino Sato on the previous ball. Again, the long ball to position 4, but she steps in. She gets to the ball before the block gets ready.
Kita Mado is on for Yoshino, passing. In fact, she's in the front row as well here, so it's not just passing substitution. This is an out-and-out right. You can't make something happen. Oh, she has done. That's got to be the most difficult play to make. To come on as well in that situation and be given that ball to do something with.
Change had to come. Yoshino Sato, 14 attacks, 2 scoring, 2 errors and 1 block, so negative 7% efficiency.
This is okay, she missed the stand. And Brazil have taken the point.
Wada and Seki basically missed the ball. Wada in for the tip cover, pulls the hands. Seki unable to respond in time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You can't pull your hands like that at that minute, can you? This means not been the Japan we've been watching all week. But that is what we've been expecting from the get-go. We just haven't had it. Well, there was that job we talked about, the middle just pulling away, so now there's that gap for
the pipe, and if they want to go fast to position 4 as well.
Lovely. That's a really good save from Alberta. Bergman's ready for this one. And she makes sure of it. Alberta knows she's got that, so she's like, right, I want to get my feet quickly because I can send this with pace.
And she has enough strength in her hands and wrists that as long as she has balance and body control, particularly if she can get her feet into a strong position, she has the ability to really push the ball all the way from antenna to antenna.
Excellent swing. Just looking for the hands. And nothing else at all here. If that hadn't have hit Osmaria, it would have hit someone in the crowd. Bergman, she's jumped like, oh no, don't let it hit me. Whoop. She can't believe she's jumped. Osamaria with the serve. It's a good ball in. Good up from Gabby. She's done well in defense so far in this match. And it allows the point to come for Brazil to lead 15-10 now. And Japan call timeout.
Wasting points by serving to Gabi. Gabi 8-time pass. Okay. If you are not finding Bergman, no problem. Serve to libero. If you are worried about blocking, it doesn't work. Just go aggressive, right? Push the limit. Go.
Ferhat Akbash on the money there. Gabi's had 8 receptions and not really been troubled by any of them at all. Marcella, 3 receptions at 0. 0% perfect, and Bergman with 11 receptions, only 9% perfect. So Gubby's just taking up space, and they're not taking her out of the play either. We need to be looking somewhere else on serve.
Well played, Wada.
The Japanese offense now working around not setting to position 4. They will have to come back at some point once they get the isolation they want.
No one can get the next touch. Bergman keeps the points coming for Brazil.
Even with position 6 moved over to defend the seam and the space behind Seki.
Bounced. Julia with another point. Brazil are going to be 2-0 up pretty soon here. And Japan have got to rethink what they're doing.
Big struggles in reception for Japan.
And I don't think I've seen Brazil serve like this week. I'm just trying to put my finger on what they do, because it's the jump float serve, but they are battering it.
Yeah, normally we'd look at Ana Cristina, Tainara as spin servers who bring real power, but the float servers are high and flat and really serving aggressively.
Great up. And Wada will keep it in play. Ishikawa. Lovely work from Irie. That's more like it from Japan.
With the use of first tempo in transition that gives the Brazilian block the least amount of time. They will challenge for the contact on the pancake.
Well, that okonomiyaki looked just about perfect. Indeed it was. Do you know what? There's
Not
some.
convinced.
It's almost. Do you know what? I'm not. He's almost like the flat earther of the volleyball when it comes to pancakes. It's like it's always, no matter what, it's always down. And I've seen him do this before. He'll be like, no, it's down. It's like, he's clearly not down. But it's just. It's just
If he doesn't want to believe, we can't fall.
no, we can't. It's just hilarious.
And at the moment, it doesn't really matter because Brazil's up by 5,
Yeah.
and Gabi has just whistled one cross court.
This is a big lead for Brazil. What can they do here, Japan? They've got this serving pressure needs to come, doesn't it? And now's a good spot, really. Go after Bergman, right between Bergman and Marcella, towards 6-1 position. Or just put it on Gabi. Well, Roberta's in the front row, but did she play that on the side of Japan? No one questioning it. No, she didn't. It's a great play, isn't it?
Is Ishikawa the target here, or do they stay on the front court attacker? The stack in front of Ishikawa does make it all jammed up on the right-hand side of the court.
Good ball in from Iwasawa. And that's exactly what they do. Ishikawa can come out of nowhere, can ghost in on this one.
Just gets that extra step. She doesn't have to worry about rebalancing after receiving the ball. She gets one step more speed to the ball.
Good up. And that will do. Gianna, for once, doesn't make the block.
It's too early. She's having to wait and slow down, and that's why she falls off the net.
But she's got a double movement as well, actually. She's up and then across. If she clears or she closes straight away, that's a point Brazil. It's one of the biggest changes, actually, that the USA made when Coach Karai got involved with the women's team, was change their blocking style straight away to everything that got above the net went straight across the net. And there was no second movement whatsoever. They were phenomenal. Too much. 3 in it. It's not over, this set. But they do need more than just side-out points. Double substitution then to keep 3 front row attackers. Sukasa comes in. And into the front row, Akimoto.
Bergman, the front row attacker.
Nice play, Bergman. What was also interesting was just watching Japan lining up for their serve, and they were waiting until the serve was made before they switch positions, which you don't have to anymore. When you're the serving team, you can already go ahead and stand in the position that you would be playing once the rally is up and running. Good touch. Massive swing. Even with the defender, even with Ishikawa as far back as she was, she's not getting that.
That is heavy. Yeah. Ishikawa's at 9 meters and no chance.
Still needs some work on her serve, Chiana. Both shoulders come back and come forward. So unless the timing is absolutely perfect, then she does lose a bit of height.
Her shoulders do get behind the hips, so yeah, that coordination and trying to create the right body position in the right moment is difficult.
That's a good touch. Swing chance, maybe. No, what a pickup. It was Sal, but no one can get round to go and take the next touch. And now Brazil are 2 away from being 2-0 up. Ishikawa took one look at that and said, I'm not hurdling you, I'm not going to get him. It's Maria. Chance for Bergman. That's not made it. It's now set point for Brazil. Well played, Julia. Just took that line away and said, if you want to go on the cross, go for it. That will do it. Great swing, 25-18. Brazil now lead Japan by 2-0.
A super efficient performance by Brazil. All phases of the game, low error, scoring really efficiently. Japan, despite making some really good changes to how they wanted to run their offense, haven't been able to find the right combination with their block and defense to keep Brazil under pressure long enough.
Who'd have thunk it? 25-17, 25-18, Brazil up 2-0. Let's head down to the court then, because Dave is ready to have a chat with Lorena.
Yes, I am. Thank you, Clayton. This seems to be going incredibly well for the team.
Yes, and it's so good to play here in Japan. Yes, we have a lot of fans, Brazilian fans here supporting us. So it's been a good time playing, winning, and hope we win the game.
Well, you talk about the fans. You're upsetting a lot of them at the moment, aren't you, with the way the team's playing?
I didn't hear, sorry.
I'm saying you're upsetting a lot of the fans that are in the stands because they want Japan to win, but it's all about Brazil at the moment. You're playing incredibly well.
Yes, it's so good because we're doing it so good. So thanks Brazil and Istanbul, and now it's so good. They are coming to us, and this is so good to have a lot of Brazilians around the world.
Well, good luck for the rest of the game. We're very much enjoying it. Maybe speak afterwards. She doesn't want to speak about the game, Clayton, just about the fans. What's going on?
I've no idea. But this is what you want to do when you are the away team. Keep the home fans quiet. So here are the stats.
The Brazilian block really asserting themselves in set number 2. The attack numbers look close, but it's the efficiency. Japan having to work really hard for a lot of their swings, not being able to convert enough. Brazil, really efficient. They took 27 swings in that set, converted 16 of them to points and just 1 error. So it's a 56% efficiency, which if you play like that, it's very hard to lose.
Almost a perfect game.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, okay. Take it back.
It's very good though.
Okay. Just very or very, very?
Very. Is it in between the two?
It took as long.
For Japan, they really changed what they did with their offense. They used a lot more right side. They were trying to create some more space around the block, not relying on position 4. A lot of their offense leading into this game has been position 4 heavy. And so a lot more right side, a bit more pipe, trying to create some different spaces.
Look at that. Full house pretty much here. It's going to be the same next week as well for week 3 of the Men's Volleyball Nations League. You do not want to miss that. If you can't be here in person, you can watch it all on VBTV. As well as that, women's finals will be taking place just after that. Well, let's head back down to the court now because Dave is ready to have a chat with Ferhat Akbaş. Take it away, Dave.
Ferhat, you're a very busy man. I can see a pretty intense meeting happening there about how you're going to fix this. You've got a couple of iPads working it all out. Can you tell us what you've been talking about?
So we couldn't enter to the game. Brazil plays great today and we look exhausted. We try to make big changes. I hope it works. Let's try.
I hope so too. Good luck. Thank you for your time. So many iPads.
Yep, plenty to look at, plenty to think about. Exactamundo. Bergman doing well. Away we go then. Set number 3. Japan serving. They're 2-0 down here in Chiba. And Jose Maria gets the side out.
Apparently that set was perfetto.
It's pretty good.
Oh, Jose Maria said it was perfect.
I'm not arguing with her. That's a nice start for Yamada.
The choice once more. Bergman releases early. She doesn't want to get beaten by Akimoto. And the use of the space in between the blockers. Seki.
It's a lovely set. And this is where Bergman's done really well, actually. She has been in a bit of trouble off the pass, but she's done this to make up for it.
You can get away with being an average receiver if you score really well on high balls. Roberto makes a great plant with her right foot, drives with the left.
That is an ace serve, Jose Maria. That's overpassed. If he hadn't have got it, it was going straight over. But it was all she could do, Zeki, was get her hand on it, and she's back row as well. So there wasn't much at all she could do. Yamada needs to slow down a bit, knowing that. I mean, Seki's world class, but that would have been the set of the year. That's better from Ishikawa. But just like that, I mean, 4-1, suddenly you cannot give Brazil anything here. They'll be miles away from you. That's all right from Ishikawa. They're back to within 2. They cannot let Brazil get away this early. Oh, that's lovely. Roberta really wants to go. Look at that. Look at that look from Bergman. It's like, yes, more of that.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. Can I have another, please?
I'll tell you what, for those of you that swing hit outside hitters who don't get to pass and do that, the faster you get that ball and you get on top of it, it's the greatest feeling. Oh yes, good pickup. That's a nice high ball. Brazil reset their block D. Ishikawa though sneaks inside.
And it's not a big variation. It's not running all the way into the court. It's that meter or so just disrupts the timing of the Brazilian block.
Because the first step was out, and then she drove in with the next 2. So Roberta's first thought is, yeah, she's going to be where I need her to be. Free ball Japan to get to within 1. Oh yes, she's done it again and absolutely bangs that one.
Mayu Ishikawa has come to play in set 3.
That went to Spike Town. And that one's ended up in another town.
Matsumoto probably a little bit almost excited as we are. Getting the better of her on that service attempt.
Oh, cheeky from Seki! Because that ball's got to go up and over the net and come down.
Japan finding, Seki in particular, finding ways to have a disruptive tempo. They're not letting Brazil feel comfortable with the ball leaving the setter's hands, knowing that they can block in the same rhythm.
Nice ball from Bergman. And that's very well played from Chiana. She didn't have much room to work with to get that ball to hit the floor. That's a lovely serve again. But Roberta's done this really well. That's high, it's dropping, but it's dropping right to the baseline.
As the cross-court angle gives that little bit more space, the ball will come down because on the diagonal it has to travel a little bit longer.
This is the iconic sound of Japan volleyball. Hang time, Shimamura. Just takes off, keeps on rising. Nothing Brazil can do. Again, Gianna. Tip-tastic.
There's more than one way to win a point. It is a very aggressive set choice by Roberta.
Well, she's full of confidence, isn't she, Roberta? Just enjoying what she's doing at the moment. Good up. Stable ball. Bergman bounces it.
She crushed that ball.
That's gone to the third referee to check the pressure because there's definitely some air came out of that one. Going back to what you said about Roberta with the aggressive set, you get the feeling she's kind of doing what Seki's doing here and just trying to disrupt Japan as much as they are disrupting Brazil at the net.
Keep trying to change the picture for the block. Don't let them feel that they're comfortable in the tempo that you're trying to play.
That's a lovely set. Oh, great. Off the block, it's off the defender. Bergman wasn't too sure. Well, he caught the block as well. She was fine. Another one, they're trying to spring inside, create that space to the left of Josemaria.
Well, set two was trying to work everything on the right side. Now they're trying to get a lot more ball on the left side, but not with the same look that Brazil have been seeing in all the scouting video that would have prepared.
Good touch. The tips are working. Yeah, just going back to that, all that video that the scout man's prepared, or the scout girl, and then it's nothing like it. You imagine they're just sat there with their head in their hands going, oh no.
Well, as a scout or assistant coach, when the thing you've been working on, oh, they're not playing, or oh, it's a completely different lineup. It's like, oh, I was up until 3 o'clock in the morning working on that.
Oh, it was there if it was needed.
Well played. The best example of that, VNL in Poland, first game after Poland won World Championships in the men's side, USA brought 3 setters. And the preparation for game 3 was, okay, they've used setter 1 in game 1, setter 2 in game 2. They'll have to use Makama'a, who in his first year with the national team, in game 3. Makama'a did play, but as an outside hitter.
Yes!
So all of the planning, everything out the window.
Oops.
And a certain Australian assistant coach may have said, oh, I can just take a nap on the bench now. Luke Reynolds shouldn't have gone to sleep.
Well played. Good work, Ishikawa. Alberta's like, no, why did she do that?
This is now the variation. The ball goes long to the antenna.
Yep, caught her out, didn't she? She's expecting her to come inside again. Just lost her focus for a moment.
Just for a moment, and that's all it takes. Japan throwing all the variations now, really finding that different look to get past the Brazilian block and challenge their defense.
Oh, that's a foot fault. That's got to be challenged. If they don't win the point, they won the point. Good old volley for the point. Ishikawa, go up a little bit off the net, couldn't find the angle she wanted, and again, look at this, 15-10 already, timeout called. Oh, she's gone way too sharp.
Two times number 2 push from 7 and 1 leg. Josemaria score with tip. Gabi with push. Impossible then. The short ball that you play APS is very good. Okay. And C pass Bergman, Gabi, they start to attack deeper now. Let's go.
Well, compared to sets 1 and 2, Japan are absolutely flying on offense in set 3. That does nothing to dissuade the win predictor, Winnie P, from saying Brazil are getting this one easily. 13 attacks from Japan in set 3. They've scored on 10, just one error. A tick below 70% efficiency, considering for the game they were less than 20% efficiency. A huge difference in their offense.
Trouble for Japan. Is that in? Oh, I see.
It's a nice float serve to the corner.
That'll do. What a hit. Ishikawa. Great pickup. So is that. Libros at their best. Block at its best for Japan. Three points behind. Ishikawa serves. Aces Gabby. Might be a timeout from Brazil here.
Dificuldades, bloquear, a gente não pode respeitar esse bloqueio. Pra lá, Líbero tá defendendo, solta a porrada pra cá. Ó, levantadora tá dentro. Vai lá.
Brazil not really doing anything wrong, but Japan have lifted their game. Mayu Ishikawa doing a fantastic job on attack, now being asked to deliver from the service line for Japan.
Blocking's working. Oh, Ishikawa, that's incredible. Free ball for Brazil. Oh, stunner again! Now Japan have a chance. And they've taken it! Magnificent, magnificent, magnificent!
Magnificent Mayu. Unbelievable defense. First going long to the corner, then the open block makes the dig against Gabi. Finally get to the situation. Kitamoto finishes on the top part of the block. Japan within one.
Couldn't build on it, but they've got to within two. Roberta. No touch with that one. So a break point back for Brazil.
The inside ball for Kitamoto here, it's a fraction inside. There just really isn't space to turn the ball on the line. There's almost no way to make that angle unless it's a tip. You have to go further inside or you have to go straight through the top of the block.
Great touch. Oh, Ishikawa. Gabi cannot find the floor against her. And then everyone stopped.
Mayu Ishikawa has basically said, Gabi, you're great, but you're not scoring on me today. It's just not happening. We think about matchups, we think about blocker versus attacker, but this is a defender saying, I am not letting the ball beat me to the floor. Fukuzawa into serve for Shimamura.
Oh, played, Gabby. Had to use a non-dominant hand. Michelle with a great dig. Also Maria works the fingers. 18-15. Actually, she's been quite quiet this last sort of set and a half, but when required, done the job.
And that's all they need from her. She's not going to get a lot of ball, just needs to be efficient when the ball comes her way.
Slicing through, Ishikawa with the swing.
Ishikawa gives Gabby the opportunity to raise her defensive game.
That's enough on that to see it go over the sideline.
At 19-16, Japan have to find a way to string a couple of points together. They need to stay in touch as what could be potentially the last set reaches the 20s.
That's going to stay in play. God, goodness me. Was it a miss hit? Was it perfection? It's lost in the rally, and it's another block. Brazil put that one down.
Hand technique from Julia. She's reaching back away from the net, but the last move with wrists and hands just directs it back onto the right side. Timeout, Japan.
Girls, let's go classic way. Nico left, Kitamado right side. Bergman comes in front of you on the antenna. They don't check anyone middle. Okay, so you can play shorter with Kitamada or three-quick left, okay? Kitamado inside. Okay? Take it, six-quick. One more, let's go.
Brazil in a commanding position, but for any team that has to play Japan in the next couple of weeks, couple of months perhaps, to know that they can have this much flexibility and this much variation in their offense is a little bit of a scary thought.
Yeah, it really is. Better swing. That didn't hit the floor. All the signals being shown, and then Japan take the point. Communication is intense and non-stop on the volleyball court. Just have a look at the Japanese players as this one then comes back over, the signals being made. No, that's unfortunate. But it's just that immediate non-verbal communication that's required so they know what to run. And then Bergman just goes high and hard.
Goes whack.
A bit like a brother, really. Kapow.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good backyard volleyball game. Much like the Ishikawa family, that would be a pretty good backyard volleyball game as well.
I'd like to see that twos, those the Bergmans against Ishikawas. Half court.
The Wakashik family would also go pretty well.
Okay, now maybe we can get some mixed 6-on-6. We carry on like this.
Shojis.
Yes.
The Worsleys, underrated.
Ooh.
But would have great social media content to back it up.
Right now, Japan have got to keep it up here, keep going, get themselves back in. They've got a chance to get to within one. Has Ishikawa done it? Oh, no! It is is a case for Ishikawa that Ishii couldn't get it to squish it down enough. In fact, it's caught that the tapered line. It was quite a way out in the end.
But it's the same problem Japan had at the start of the match. When they go back to the standard play, they still have to beat the Brazilian block and then find the court.
Good cover. Gianna's like, I'm not getting involved in that. I want to get ready for a swing. And then Gabby finds a swing, 23-19. This has been a really solid performance from Brazil.
They've done everything really quite well. Sneak entrance of fairly prominent for Schultz, France. Brother and sister duo.
Brazil have the point. I just was looking at Jose Maria, and how many times players make a dig and they go, like, come on, someone else get it. It's like, yeah, they're all there, they got it. It's match point for Brazil. Bergman to serve. Very good serve. Ishikawa to keep Japan in it. It's Shimamura. Oh, that's a super touch. And Ishikawa gets the point. Japan stay in the match.
Kitamato makes the huge effort to chase the ball to the deep corner.
Oh,
but then the ball from Kojima just to give some opportunity for Mayu Ishikawa. Double substitution for Japan. Wada in. Tsukasa in.
4 attempts for Brazil to side out and win the match. How many will they need? 1! Gabby! Miss everything! Comes up with the point. And Brazil have just swept Japan 3-0 in Chiba.
And Japan were not bad.